Hello, everyone, here playing Farming Simulator 22, and welcome back to Westbridge Hills, our 10-year anniversary revisit here on the map. And since last episode, I've been busy harvesting here. We still have some more harvesting yet to go here. This episode, we're what, maybe small halfway here on the cornfield. Got our brand new to us Fent 7T here running in this field here. Got the 12-row corn head on this one, haven't we? So, yes, we're working our way through that. Oh, yeah, we'll get back to that one here in a minute. And then we got the K7150 working over on our canola field. And I just wanted to show you folks this real quick here in a minute. Going back to these hired workers here. I've one. Yeah, you know what? The map probably shows it better here. We switch over to our harvested map here. Well, that's the cornfield. What in tarnation, everyone, is that hired worker doing? Like, left 2 whole strips there. I don't know what's up with that, everyone. No idea what happened there, but I know I turned off the traffic on this map because I thought maybe the traffic was messing around with this somewhat. And, I mean, I haven't seen any issues along the edge of the field here yet, so that probably helped with that one. But what caused this? I have no idea. No idea. Field 15 is looking pretty good so far. And, of course, if you remember, I mean, Field 6, we had the same problem over on Field 6 here, too. We got that missing section there, like... hired workers. I'm telling you, folks, hired workers. And yeah, we're actually using hired workers when I'm not using course play. I probably should have learned my lesson here. Just use course play. It's so much easier, though, in some ways, having just to hire the worker on a combine, right? Just, drive up the field, hired, away he goes. Rather than, course play, got to make sure you have the field selected, make sure you generate the course, and it's not that much harder, but still. A nice hired worker would just... Like, there's no excuse, in my opinion, on this. It's a wide open field. There's room to turn around on both ends of the field. Like, there's nothing over here, is there? I haven't actually looked. Like, is there something over here that is... I know back in Farming Simulator 19, and all previous versions for that matter as well, there was times when mod authors would like to hide stuff underneath the map. So stuff underneath the map would cause issues with the hired workers. I haven't seen that problem here in Farming Simulator 22 yet. And, I mean, turning on wireframe mode, that was always, like, the way you could tell when you turn on wireframe mode and you look down and, like, is there anything down there? Because what mod authors would sometimes do, rather than getting rid of the object, they would just put it underneath the map, and it'd just be underneath the map then, which obviously was not a good idea. And that's a horrible, completely wrong, terrible way of doing it. But that is unfortunate what some mod authors would do. And yes, of course, they'd wreak havoc on a map that way. In more than one way, too. Because first off, not only are you taking that same object and putting it underneath the map, that still needs to load yet, that one, Alvin. So, you're still taking up system resources loading that invisible object. But then you're just, again, messing with, like, hired worker stuff like that because you got objects that are underneath the map, and it's, yeah, typical hired workers. Anyway, let's get back to the other harvester we have over here, since last episode, I've made some work here of the sugarcane field. We've only got, like, a couple rows left to go here yet, so we're going to hopefully finish that here this episode. And again, we'll haul that off to the sugar factory here. Speaking of the sugar factory, I should probably check what the sugar factory is doing with it, because I want to get to our secondary operations here. So, sugar, are you storing it? It is storing. Perfect. Yes. We'll try to keep it that way. I'd like to see it storing. Also, I bought 1,000 pallets. Everyone still need to decide yet. Do I want to make the pallets or do I just want to buy? Because, like, let's face it, $300 I can buy pallets. Pretty cheap. Versus spending, $200,000 on the lumber mill. I mean, again, let's face it, which one's more economical? It's obviously, I'm going to say, probably more economical to buy the pallets. Oh, you know what? Let me give a GPS setup here a moment. Makes the job a lot easier if you have the GPS set up. At least I think it does anyway. So we are going to go 90 degrees. Auto with it. And then just bump this up 3 times. Seems to be about almost the perfect width, everyone. Maybe a little bit further away from the harvester here. Maybe a little bit closer. And then, of course, the tricky part at the end, I would make sure you slow down, because otherwise that harvester won't turn around until you, yeah, it's like gotta wait a second for some reason, everyone. Then you can, you know, pull away and let it turn around. Otherwise, if you pull away too quickly, it'll just sit there. It won't actually complete the turn. Even though it's finished unloading everyone, at least it looks like it has anyway, I assume. Yeah. Weird hired worker things, right? Oh, and then I love this too, Evan. You gotta like, here, boy. Here, boy. No, come on. Come on. Shoot. I can't even get close enough, can I? Try if I can get a little closer here. Actually, you know what? I could just drive on the other side of the harvester. That would work too, I suppose, in this case. Yo-ho. Mr. Pipe over there, or belt thingy conveyor. Trailer's over on this side. This thing will pivot, obviously. There we go. Like I said, I just got to get close enough so it, like, realizes I'm over here. It's like, oh, you're over on this side. Oh, okay. We'll flip over to this side now. Yeah, about time. Also, we got to hurry up and get this harvesting done. I mean, if you look up at our weather forecast there, it is forecasting some rain here for us, so I want to get this done here, hopefully before the rain strikes. I'm not particularly familiar with the sugarcane harvesting, obviously. I'm kind of curious why they have like a secondary blower operation going on up here. Like, why don't they finish all the separating down here? What's up with this little doohickey up here, huh? Oh, and actually, one more pass and we're done? Wow, cool. Oh, and I say one more pass, like this was the one pass, Evan. We should be done. Oh, I pulled away too quickly. Like I was saying, Evan. Now we'll turn around. Well, I should probably quit now. Just like dumping on the ground there. No idea. Thought there was going to be like another 2 passes yet, but I guess not. Is he still waiting for me to... Really? Fine, I'll drive back over there. Yeah. See, that's... Yeah. Hired worker just, yeah, you got to, like, follow it to the end just a little bit there. Then it's good. No idea why. Kind of annoying, but anyway. Okay, let's grab that harvester there a minute. Finish this last little strip here. We'll knock out this section that got missed here. And then we'll want to make sure we return this here as well. And this is, again, a leased harvester here, so I want to keep this any longer than what we have to. Hopefully it didn't cost us much more than, what, like $17,000 or something like that. We can line this up right. Hopefully we can get this all in one pass here. Okay, hire the worker. Get lined up with the trailer here. Somewhere about in there. What I've noticed is you skip a pass, go on to the second pass there, and that's usually what lines up with the pipe here. So probably shift that line over. Ooh, okay. Line was going one way, then it started going the other way. Oh, and he's going to miss a little bit. Oh, well. Not going to worry too much about that. And again, the sugarcane should regrow here. So once we're done harvesting, probably throw a little fertilizer on this field. And then hope we don't have to harvest sugarcane again for a while. Again, I don't know how long the sugarcane in this sugar factory will last. I'm going to find that out, I guess. But hopefully it'll last a while. At least that's what I'm hoping for anyway. Yeah, you notice how he does that last little, like, drive there? Oh, no idea what he's doing now, but... Now you can quit there, bud. You're done. Speaking of being done, let's return the lease on that one. Sugarcane Technology, return, please. Goodbye. $7,000 leasing cost. Hired worker stopped unexpectedly. Vehicle was removed. Yep. hopefully never to be seen again, right, everyone? I don't think we'll probably be that lucky, though. We'll probably want to maybe harvest sugarcane one more time. We'll see what's here. Depends how much longer we continue playing on the series. I was planning on doing like maybe like a real quick series on this map, Evan, but this series is going a little bit longer here. I don't know about you folks. I'm kind of having fun on the map here with some of these factories and things. So we're on episode 29 here, I think. I think this is episode 29 if I remember correctly. Again, I don't typically pay real close attention to my episode numbers there, so... This was definitely something we weren't doing back in Farming Simulator 2013 when this map first came out. There wasn't no sugarcane back then. And there wasn't no factories to bring the sugarcane to back then. I don't think I even remember seeing like sugarcane as like a modded crop type either. You know, I've seen carrots and beets, and of course back then too, when we had oats and soybeans and all that stuff, you know, as far as modded crop types went. But sugarcane, don't think I remember that one. Oh good, train must have went through already. Oh yes, and then into the fun sell point. Yeah, one always such a fun sell point to get into. Oh wow, is that combine is not done. Okay, we'll look at it here in a minute. I think I see it looks like the combine did some more skipping around the field there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Why is the hired worker doing that? Again, I know some of you other folks have mentioned you're playing on this map as well. What are your hired workers doing? Are they being as derpy as mine? Maybe I should just go back to using course play. Okay, well, that's the last of the sugarcane. Didn't quite fill up the sugar mill here. Got 300 yards of it. Not exactly sure what that is, but 300 yards. I guess that's like how you measure dirt. 300 yards of dirt. You got 300 yards of sugarcane. Yards in this case being a unit of volume, I suppose. Okay, well, like I was saying, I think you folks can see what the hired worker did here. Yeah. Nice job there, hired worker. Nice job. I was going to say, blame it on the signs. That is possible, I suppose. Let's go see what it actually looks like on the map here. Except I'm going to guess, Evan, it looks like he turned around on this side, because you can see this section of the was harvested here a little bit. And of course, I wasn't, unfortunately, actually like here to see what he actually did. Well, let's see if we can hire the worker again. I'm going to finish these last two strips here. Ridiculous. Okay, hire the worker. Combine's also full. And speaking of being full, by the way, the other combine's probably full here as well. I'll unload that combine here in a minute. I've already taken at least, was it 1 or 2 loads here from both of these fields down to their respective locations. And once we get enough money, I want to look at purchasing our, again, what I kind of call the second tier of factories. At least that's what I kind of call it anyway. I don't know what maybe some of you other folks out there have names for them, but I kind of have my like first tier where you're taking your crops to, right? Your second tier where you are taking the product from your first tier factories and bringing it to your second tier factories. And then you can even go like to the third tier as well sometimes, where you're taking the product from your second tier factories, probably plus maybe some from your first tier factories, bringing it to your third tier of factory. Oh, and you're full. Might as well unload you two while we're at it. At least there, the pipe is not on the crop. That's kind of nice. Always hate unloading on the crop myself, Evan, but at the same time, I don't always feel like unhiring the worker just so I can move them, right? Kind of annoying. Because then you got to get the hired worker lined back up and hopefully start them back in the right spot. And okay, let's take this atrocity back to the farm here, everyone. We should be done with this here for now. And outside of harvesting, I don't know there's a whole lot we can do here at this point. Our tractors are kind of tied up on the gravity wagons. Again, our cornfield will need to be plowed. This field here can be replanted. Probably should check if we need like fertilizer and lime and all that good stuff. Oh, speaking of fertilizer, maybe we'll do that here in a moment too. We'll take the fertilizer spreader over to the sugarcane field just so we can fertilize that field. Next time we go to harvest, it'll be ready that way then. Oh, let's see what's here. Do we have room in the shed over here? Oh, yeah, so we can park it right next to the header trailer we never use. And let's grab the fertilizer spreader here. Go back and spread fertilizer there on the sugar cane. Oh, looks like that combine's almost full again. I see corn out of the top of there. Wow. Well, that's good, Evan. That's good. That means we're getting a good yield off of that field, which we should be, by the way. Should be fully fertilized, limed, all that good stuff. The only thing I guess we... Well, actually, you know what? We mulched it. Yes, that field actually is mulched as well, one. Although it seems like he's full awfully quick. Shouldn't have been full that quick, should he? Seems a little odd. Usually you can go up and down the field before filling up. Oh, well. Not finish unloading completely, maybe. Okay, we'll just throw the hired worker on this. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, yeah, okay, the front trailer was full, so you probably didn't finish unloading completely, if I had to guess. That is probably, unfortunately, what happened. I say he didn't make it very far there. And by the way, for those who did not see last episode, we picked this Fendt combine up here on the used market there, or the sale market. Got that's a pretty good deal on it. Got it for just a little over $200,000. Bought another set of gravity wagons to go with it as well. As I mentioned last episode as well, and I don't think the trailers are going to work real well for getting up in some of the sell points and stuff that we have on this map, so we're probably best off just sticking with the gravity wagons. Plus, like 2 gravity wagons haven't hold basically actually more than what a truck would hold, right? Because here we're, I think, is it 1,300 bushels between the two? Actually, or almost 1,400, I think, actually. I think it's almost 1,400 bushels. And at least if you go with the realistic capacity on most trailers, you're right around that 1,000. So we got almost 400 more here. Again, those numbers obviously vary just a little bit depending on the crop type and condition and all that good stuff. But how many tires you have on your trailer and how many tires are on your truck. More tires means you can haul more. 85%. You know what? We should probably just go unload that. And let me remember here. Where am I taking the corn? I think that was going to the flour mill, right? I could technically do canned corn as well, I suppose, if we wanted to. I think we're just taking that to the... Yeah, taking that over there, yeah. So we'll take that down to the flour mill. Actually, what? I should be able to have you... you can drive down there, right? Yeah, why don't we see once if the hired worker can handle that for us? That should be an easy enough job, right? Ah, there it is, grain mill. Yep. So we need to go. There we go. Set destination. No, you're gonna go the other way. Yeah, okay. Doesn't really matter to me, I guess, right? Let's see. Did you actually finish this section now? Yeah. Looks like the hired worker actually finished that. Still don't understand why that is happening, Evelyn. Weird. Like with this one, Evan, it was strange that it lines up with those signs. You can maybe blame the signs there, but there's no signs here. I don't think there's any signs on the other end either, so I don't think the signs are at fault there. Not to mention, I've seen the hired workers run them signs over multiple times, so. Oh, that'll be the last of the canola. Speaking of canola, by the way, I should check that at the factory here as well. But are we storing the canola? So canola oil. Oh, we don't have any pallets here. Okay, so we're not actually making any canola oil yet. Once we do, though, excellent. We are set on storing. So we need pallets. You know what? I think we're just going to buy them for now. Like I said, economically speaking, I think that makes the most sense. And now we are making canola oil. Plus, we're also making recyclable trash. What exactly am I supposed to do with the recyclable trash? Isn't there like a heating plant or something that burns it? I don't know if there's one on the map already or not. Oh, not farmland. Construction. Productions. What do we have that takes recyclable trash as an input? Barrel factory. Iron furnace. Ooh, mine shaft, huh? A pet accessory factory, huh? Oh boy, a shingle factory. Wood turner. Not seen anything that takes recyclable trash yet. That is, soup factory, huh? So we can make carrot soup and looks like potato soup and beet soup, huh? Sounds dreadfully not good. Yeah, I don't know what takes the recyclable trash out. I'm not seeing anything actually here. There's a chip factory. It's been a while since we've made chips, Evan. Oh, cookie factory. Yeah, so we can make John Deere cookies, Evan. 72,000. Actually, not a bad price. High output. Oh, got a high output version. Perfect. Donut factory. Yeah, probably don't need one of those. I mean, maybe we do. A modernized flour mill, huh? Oh, and actually you can make cake and bread right from this one. That's interesting. Okay, well, like I said, I'm outside of going through all of these factories here. I'm not sure where the recycled trash goes here. Might have to look into that one here a little bit more. Almost done with this field here. How are we looking on the cornfield? And also, speaking of which, is our hired worker... Oh, he's not actually down there yet. Fine job there, bud. Oh, so close. So close. Must not have been able to make the turn from that road there, apparently. Coming a little too hot there, were you, bud? Okay, we'll just unhire the worker here. Stop man was full of grain. That's probably our combine on the corn, if I had to guess. I wouldn't quite make it back to the field in time. And what I found works pretty good, I've been pulling up on these unload spots here. Just pull up. Oop, a little too far there. Take it real slow. Wait till the rear wagon can unload. There we go. And then hopefully we're good. We can unload the front one as well. So unload both wagons at the same time. Halves the amount of unload time, right? And then, like I said, once you've pulled on far enough so that the rear one unloads, you know, the front one should be able to as well. Anyway, let's head over to the comment section in a moment while we're waiting for this to finish unloading here a minute. And a reminder, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button, and don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. And then, of course, once you are subscribed, make sure you turn on your notifications. Get notified of the next latest and greatest sugarcane harvesting episode going live, right? Actually, nope. Hopefully it'll be just regular harvesting here for a little bit, everyone. Anyway, to the comment section. Farmer Johnson was saying, sugarcane farmer. Norton was saying, you should be done harvesting sugarcane in about 9 episodes. Yeah, that sounds about right there, Norton. For those of you curious, I think the sugarcane harvesting probably took, I don't know, somewhere around 2-3 hours. Just that little field, Evan, to harvest that. Somewhere probably 2-3 hours. And that's, of course, you know, taking the time to haul it all the way down to the sugar factory there. Okay, like I said, just because the combine's probably full, I'll just drive back myself here in the interest of making it a little bit quicker. Uh-oh, autosave. Mason was saying, well, since you're buying that ideal, you'd better put some good insurance on it and bring the marshmallows. Did you know that the sugarcane harvester has an injection seat for bad days? Oh, boy. Injection seat, huh? Kyle was saying, I'm really hoping that Giants adds some form of GPS to the base game console version in the next game. Yes, let's hope so there, Kyle. Let's hope so. I'll be honest, I don't understand why there is not GPS in this game already. Makes no sense to me, but, well, yes and no. I mean, I think we kind of sort of have answered that question before. And again, it seems like, you know, going to the backwards farming techniques used by the Europeans. That is probably why. That was a little bumpy over there. About the same spot the combine filled up last time. Hatcher was saying, good video, no steering wheel on the Fendt. I've never seen that before. The problem with AI workers is mostly the map makers. They don't allow large enough margins around the field. That is a good point there, Hetro, yes. And normally I would blame it on that, except on this map. I mean, I don't know that that makes a whole lot of sense, because at least the fields we own at the moment, everyone, have some pretty good sized margins. Oh, the canola harvester's full too, is it? Okay. Go unload him in a minute as well. So, yeah, it doesn't seem like that's the problem to me, but it's possible. Certainly possible. Okay, let's go unload the canola harvester here as well. Finish up the last little bit of canola. Going back to Hetro's comment there, too, on the Fendt with no steering wheel. Yes. And I'm curious to see if that trend will continue on any other equipment as well. Obviously, for those of you maybe familiar with construction equipment, a lot of, especially the tracked construction equipment, that's the way it is. You don't have a steering wheel. You literally just have the two joysticks. And usually it's considered easier to run the 2 joysticks than it is, say, you know, a steering wheel plus some sort of other control handle, whether it be a joystick or something like that, right? Dustin was saying, I think with the red sugarcane harvester, you can hook up a trailer. I think you're right on that there, Dustin. I thought so too. Ethan was saying, I know it's tedious, but I think that sugarcane harvesters are cool. Wish they had the John Deere, but this 2-row is nice. Yes, it is nice, harvesting almost twice, you know, what the other ones do. Okay, well, might as well just pull down to the end of the field here. We're almost done. Let's see, where do you think the combine will unload at? How about somewhere in there? See if he opens the pipe quick enough. He might, because we got that trailer there. That'll trigger the pipe. Yep. So by the time he gets to the end here... Oh, may not be quite far enough forward. Need a little further forward. Not by much, though. We were pretty close there, I think. Oh, what's you doing there, bud? What you doing? Are you going to back all the way down the field here? Okay, let me get in here a moment. There's not something down at this end. No, there's not. Okay. No idea what you're doing there, bud, but we can stop that nonsense there. Speaking of stopping, by the way, I just looked over at the time here, and it is time to stop this episode here already. So on that note, you folks have any comments and or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. Until next time.